Hi, I'm Shannon with We Are Makers, and I'm here today to introduce you to one of our newest tools, the dot setter. This tool is perfect for crafters who like to use foam dots for added dimension in your projects. This tool lets crafters lift, place, and dispose of those little liners that get everywhere off of our foam dots without ever touching the liners themselves. This is a great little tool and it retails for $19.99. Let's jump right in and get you familiar with this tool. The dot setter comes in this cute little tin storage box, and the lid just slides open to reveal the supplies and the tool inside. On the cover is a QR code, and these are a new addition to our tools moving forward. When you scan this QR code, it will take you to a landing page of all things dot setter. So no more worries if you lose your instructions. They'll all be right there at that QR code, along with tutorials, tips and tricks videos like this one, and lots of project inspiration using the tool. Let's open up our tin to reveal the tools themselves. So included in the storage tin are the 3 dot setters and then a supply of 275 foam dots in 3 different sizes. The 3 different sizes of the foam dots match the sizes of the dot setters. So there is a 6mm, the small ones, 8mm, the middle-sized ones, and 11mm dots, which are the larger ones. These should work with any foam dot in those 3 sizes. These were, however, optimized to work best with the sticky thumb foam dots. And these dots are the same dots that come with your dot setter tool. So if you need refills of those exact dots, we suggest using the sticky thumb adhesive foam dots, and there's 275 in each refill pack. The dot setters are printed and color coded by size. So the smallest is the 6mm, then you'll see the 8mm and the 11mm. These dot setters are so easy to use. Let's bring in a project that we want to add dimension to, and I'll show you how to use them right on a card. Here's the card that I have my base layers down. Now I've curled up some edges a little bit to give it a little bit of dimension. I just think paper crafted projects look so pretty when they have a little bit of fluff to them. But I want to add a sentiment, some little gold hearts, and a flower sticker. I want to place my flower sticker right here, and that's going to overlap some of these nice curls, and I don't want to smash those down. So I'm actually going to put some foam dots on the back of my sticker to lift it up off of the page so that these curls stay intact. So I'll place that face down, and then I think I'll use the medium one for this. You'll see that the tool and the size of the dot do match according to the size on the side. To pick one of these up, all I have to do is press down and the tool will pick it up all on its own. I found that if you hold the tool like a pencil and then go in at an angle, it's easiest to pull those up off of the sheet. So now you can see that my foam dot is here inside the bottom of my tool and lifted from the carrier sheet. Now I'll just place the dot where I want it to stick to my sticker and just remove it in the same manner. So I just kind of took it off at an angle. Now you can see I didn't depress the button. So that's a main tip. When I first got my hands on this tool, I wanted to just depress the button to release the foam dot, and you don't need to do that. It's just placing it and lifting. And there, inside my tool, is that pesky little liner that you always have to take off the top of these little dots. So this is already sticky for me, and that liner is held inside of the chamber here. Let's pick up another one for here and here. And one more for right there. So all of those are sticky. All 3 liners are inside of my tool, and now the button is to eject those liners into a trash. I just have this little bowl here. Now all I have to do is push down on the button while aiming the tip into my trash receptacle. So you just press down and then it ejects those liners into the trash. And that's as simple as it is. Let's go ahead and line up our sticker. Let's add a few more to this piece that I'm going to layer on top. So I want to put foam dots maybe in those 3 places. So here, here, and here. Let's do the biggest one for this since it's such a big piece. So here's my large dot setter. You can see how it's ejecting the liners when you push the button. When I push it, it extends this little post. So just remember my main tip, angle to pick up, angle to release. Don't push the button yet. And you can pick up 2 to 3 foam dots before you need to clean the liner chamber. Put one more here. And now we're ready to eject these liners. So let's bring our bowl back in, push the button, and it just puts them right in there for me. So no more pulling each little liner off with your fingers. That used to be so tedious. And this is just super, super easy to do. Put our sentiment on our card. And you can even use the smallest dot setter to place a small dot, same way, on a small piece of ephemera. Just pick it up and place it where you want it. We'll do all three of these little hearts. And then, just like the others, hold it over the receptacle and release those dots. Isn't that so easy? I just love how easy that makes it. I don't have to fuss with those little liners anymore. I'm going to take the instructions out of my tin just so that you can see this a little bit better. If you turn your dot setters this direction in your tin, then there's actually room for you to fit 12 total sheets of the Sticky Thumb foam dots into this case. There's 5 that come with it. I could fit one more on top of there, and then I could get a refill pack and put 6 more sheets, and it would still store perfectly in there, and the lid will shut. This can store vertically, horizontally, throw it in a drawer. It's just so nice to have everything together in one place. Let's play with this tool just a little bit more on another project. I have this layout that's almost finished. I fussy cut the edge of a pattern paper out and popped that up a little bit using the dot setter before this video. So there is a little bit of dimension there behind, and that made it so fast to just lay down dots really quickly and put it on here without even ever having to touch a liner. And now I just want to add my title and a few other embellishments. So I have this foam sticker and I want to place it right here as my title. Now I've built up a lot of layers right here with my photo, some envelopes, some different pieces of ephemera. And so again, it's going to be off balance if I don't bulk up this side of my title. So let's add some foam dots to the back side of this portion. Just going to do it right here on top of my layout. And I'm again going to use the largest dot since this is a large piece. This is a foam sticker. You can put foam to foam. Just make sure you're not pushing that button. If you do push the button, it won't remove the liner. So just remember, it's a pick up and place. And you never have to push that button until you're ejecting the liners from the bottom of the tool. One more. All the liners are stored in my tool. I can now position this on my layout. Sometimes I like to frame my layouts. That's what I plan to do with this one. So I just put them in a frame with no glass, and then all of this beautiful dimension can show. Let's eject the liners from our dot setter into our garbage. And then I'm going to place a little butterfly right here. So this is just a little piece of ephemera. I'm going to use my medium and those are all sticky and ready to go. Those of the liners. We created all of these beautiful layers without ever having to remove a liner from a foam dot. Isn't that amazing? I love this tool so much. And when you're done using it, you can go ahead and just close the storage tin and place it where you like to keep it. I keep mine really handy right on my desk. Isn't this an amazing little tool? The dot setter will help you to be precise, quick, and clean in your crafting, just what we all want. I hope this video has helped you to feel confident using your dot setter. Stay tuned for more inspiration videos of how you can use the dot setter in your projects.